Best day of the year. We love Chalk It Up.
All of the things are very creative.
Everybody together, get all the artists out here. It's amazing.
It's very interesting. It's lovely.
Huge fan of public art, and I think there should be more of it, and I'm enjoying what's coming so far today.
I mean, it's super impressive what they can do with just chalk. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool creative outlet that our school offers for the seniors, and I also think the music is pretty fun out here.
It's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool to see all the different art that people made.
It's really pretty.
It's really bright.
There are so many students here who are just like us, who put their creative minds into physical reality with their pieces of art, and I just love seeing what people come up with.
I think this is a fantastic opportunity for all AP students to showcase what they've been working on these past 4 years, the dedication, their artistic preferences, and it's just magnificent and beautiful looking at all these chalk.
I think it's a great opportunity for the artists to showcase some of their interests and kind of highlight what they've been working on all year.
I love Chalk It Up because it's a great way to see all my seniors' favorite works,
Chalk It Up is an annual event for the artists and senior studios, and they participate by creating a drawing ahead of time, and then they have to use chalk to draw that drawing all day long in the spring, and it's the culminating unit for that course.
I'm making a disco ball. I have a reference photo here, and I just wanted to do something that was like fun, and a disco ball is like, I think it just represents a lot of fun. Well, it's actually something I've looked forward to for like almost every year of high school, just like seeing all the seniors do it every single year. So it's been very exciting, like leading up to it every year. But I'm really excited that I'm like able to do it this year myself.
I'm drawing these like koi fish in space. They have little space helmets on, and they're like fish bowls. And the inspiration is that when we were making that mural over there, we were kind of flip-flopping between doing a more like sea-themed and space-themed one. And eventually we landed on space, but I got really attached to these koi fish I kept drawing everywhere. So I thought I would give them a second life and chalk it up. The most rewarding has definitely been like seeing a project like this through, making something like small and then watching it be blown up and like real. But then definitely the most challenging is the medium of chalk is really difficult to get used to. Like I'm usually like a paint and digital art person, so I'm very used to having a lot of control over my artwork and stuff. But chalk doesn't really like listen to you or do what you want as much, so that's been a struggle. It feels good to create something beautiful for the community to enjoy as like my last act as a senior.
I decided to do a tarot card, and I'm right now doing a character for the main piece, and I got my inspiration from like my past work and stuff like that, and I usually just love to do character art, so this is why I chose it. The most rewarding is just being able to look back at the sketch and just seeing it like look like what I've been trying to do. And I guess the most difficult part right now is like putting the water on for the paste, because it just looks like it's ruining it, but once it dries it looks fine. It's pretty nice just like being able to sit outside and stuff. If it was like any other part of the year, I'd be like worried about catching up on grades and stuff, but it's towards the end, so I'm pretty fine with it.
This group had the luxury of working together on a collaborative unit for a mural, so I'm really excited to see them be able to work large scale on something of their own that they feel really passionate about, but also the way that they come together and help each other out is something that I'm really proud of and I love to see.
I'm creating like a card that has my lucky number on it, and then at the bottom it's gonna say lucky me. And I got my inspiration from, I'm really into like angel numbers and like seeing signs around the world when like to show like you're okay and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be interesting using like all different like luck symbols that I have incorporated in one. I mean, I'm sad that everything's wrapping up, but I'm happy that we can spend the last chunk of my senior time doing something fun.
So this is kind of a little like graffiti style. It says chalk it up. It's gonna have at the top, it's gonna have a little octopus, a fish, a seashell. There's some waves at the bottom. Right now I'm just doing the base layer, but I kind of just wanted it to be beachy and fun because I feel like for me, Chalk It Up is always kind of like a sign of summer like approaching. And I just remember like as an underclassman, sophomore, freshman, junior, like coming out and seeing it, and it's warm and everyone's having a good time. And so I just feel like, I don't know, this is what I would want to do. Like I'd want to come out and see a nice reminder that summer's on the way. I feel like it's a great way to leave because you get to kind of leave your mark on the school for a little bit until it rains, but it's also just a nice way to like celebrate the work that the art students put in, which is, you know, something that can sometimes go unnoticed. And I think it's great that the whole school gets to come out and just see the work that we do and appreciate it for a little bit.
I'm doing a portrait of one of my best friends. So I guess I took inspiration because initially I was really like stressed about this, you know, because I've been looking forward to this for like a really long time. But she helped me like get through this, and so then I thought it'd be fun to actually just draw her. I think the most rewarding is just like learning to let go and not really take it too seriously, you know, because like there are a lot of people watching you, like the whole school. But I think like it's been nice to kind of just not focus as much as that and just like try to make my own art and have fun with it. Yeah, that would probably also be the most challenging too. Or I mean, also drawing like a big head on a sidewalk. The perspective is kind of skewed. I really want to have fun. So I mean, I feel like it's a really exciting thing that a lot of people always look forward to when you're on the art track. But I think the most important thing is I just want to have fun.
Definitely the scale is a big challenge, being able to work on something that is so large that it looks good from the sky, and guiding the kids through that fear and those nerves is probably the most challenging part.
Well, I'm creating a fantasy treehouse, and I kind of was inspired by kind of like Lord of the Rings, kind of like medieval fantasy kind of feeling to it. I don't know, I like doing like nature and stuff like that, so I kind of wanted to pull from that, but I also wanted to add some like other elements besides just like a tree. So I figured a tree house would be a good way to incorporate both. Challenging was probably drawing it on the iPad because I don't know how to do that. So I had to learn how to use an iPad to draw. And then the most rewarding part was probably, I don't know, seeing it all come out was kind of nice. Because I didn't know if it was going to come out like how I pictured it.
So I am drawing, it's going to be like a two-headed lamb jumping over the moon, and it's based on this poem. I forget the name, but the poem is about this two-headed calf. And it's like, it ends with, and there were twice as many stars. So, yeah, it's a two-headed lamb jumping over the moon, because it's like the idea, I started with, when you're falling asleep, you count sheep. I mean, I really love creating big art that people can like see, because that's the whole part of making things, is that like people get to see it. And I'm a digital artist normally, so I'm used to seeing my art really small on like an iPad or a computer screen, and it's just really rewarding to be able to see it big. Mm-hmm. It's really special. The hardest part is like the face of the lamb. I have to draw 4 sets of ears. Horrifying and exciting, because like I get to do this giant thing, but then it's over, and I have to find new things to do. So a little bit scary, but fun.
So my inspiration was like manta rays, like really big stingrays, and like the reason I chose this isn't really special. Like I was kind of stressed about what I wanted to do, and I decided that like I would choose something that didn't mean a lot to me, because if it didn't go that well, I wouldn't be super upset and I would have more fun making it. Rewarding, I think, when people come over and can like see what it actually is going to be in the end, that's pretty rewarding. And I don't know, the most challenging, I think it's just a hard medium to work with, and working this large scale is kind of challenging. It feels really good. It's so nice to get to spend the day outside with all my friends and get to skip school and hang out, and it's really fun.
I'm just really proud of this year. They've come together and they're a unit, and I don't know, just I'm proud.
What would you say is one of your favorite pieces here at Chalk It Up?
Well, so far you have lots of options. It's hard for me to decide.
I like that one with the treehouse and it's very realistic. I can't believe they made it out of just chalk.
My favorite project would probably be the one right here. I think it's really cool and like it says chalk it up, and it's like kind of it's like the first one that you see and like it like introduces you to the whole thing, you know.
Honestly, I like all of them a lot, but I think my favorite is probably either the graffiti one. I'm not really sure what it's of, but it's like a graffiti kind of style, or the fish, like the koi fish. Those are pretty cool.
I'm really impressed by the tile look of this one over here, and how that kind of pops on you. So I'm gonna go with that one over there.
My favorite would probably be the pink hearts over there or the treehouse because they're just so creative and colorful.
This might be my favorite one. I like the fish and the circle movement that's going on. And I think there's definitely a deeper meaning to it with the triangle. And it's very artistic.
My favorite piece is the hearts because I think it's really pretty and I like the colors.
My favorite piece is the stingrays because I love animals and I really like how she designed it.
There's a lot of amazing pieces. Would you guys say you have a favorite?
My favorite's that pink and blue one right over there.
We love Sydney Jackson's disco ball. It's in the making. My piece would probably be the koi fish. They're so pretty.
I would say my favorite art piece is the koi fish. I think koi fish have a lot of symbolism, and it's been a really cool staple in a lot of different cultures, and seeing the art here is really great.
Just, big shout out to all the artists. It's really impressive what they can do.